Go
Well,
for
welcome to Late Night Chat. And this time I thought we would, if you got the email, to bring something that you feel like sharing. It can be a joke. Oh, you know what maybe we should do is read the the that.
Thought you'd never ask.
Yeah. Well, Terry,
Uh,
how are you for reading?
Okay.
Okay.
Mm.
Hold on, gotta get the sucker out.
Dear folks of Baba, as a change of pace, I thought it would be entertaining to entertain Baba as we approach his 131st birthday by our sharing poetry, stories, songs, jokes, quirky ways of remembering him, a film clip, artwork, anything and everything but the kitchen sink. The subject of entertaining Baba reminds me of an incident from my own life that was pivotal in my work here at the center in Myrtle Beach. Back in the late 80s or early 1990s, did I say 1980s? Or
Close
early
enough.
1990s, I was just beginning the long and arduous job of cleaning all the windows of the original and Lakeview Kitchens. Altogether, this involves 47 windows, some of which have as many as 12 panes, and then there are screens. It is a long, often uninspired journey into the realm of cleaning. Starting at window 47, I had made my way to window number 41 with wet rags and Windex on the stepladder when I heard a clear, authoritative voice within say, "Is this work entertaining to Baba?" Without hesitation, I find myself saying, "No," I thought. "Baba has to watch me all day, all of us, in fact, and I am approaching this window cleaning with an unenthusiastic checklist mentally.
Mentality.
Mentality. Window 41 done, window 40 done, window 39 done. I thought of one of those poor security guards somewhere in a small room in a shopping mall, watching a whole bank of TV monitors aimed out at the extensive parking lots to make sure nothing untoward is happening. What if some shopper were to do a little dance before one of the unseen cameras? Wouldn't that make the guard's day? In that moment, I realized that there had to be a better way to clean windows. One of the ways I came up with of entertaining Baba was to get some of the kids on the center to help, supplying them with rags and Windex and let them go ahead of me. We would work for a while and then go into the kitchen and have some treats, maybe juice or ice cream on a hot day, and enjoy ourselves. That would surely delight Baba. Or I might ask someone who needed to talk about something difficult they're going through, and we would work side by side while delving into the issue. Or other ways, including thinking of Baba, his life, singing a song, or doing a super window cleaning job for him. I learned how to be more resourceful and creative and not let the window cleaning become my usual uninspired routine and make it more fun for Baba. Now, if I could only do my dang taxes in the same spirit. Here, Baba reveals his side of this experience. The same theater, the same show, the same actors, 24 hours a day, eternally, and I have to not only stay awake, but smile and clap. In his love, Jeff.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm audible here. Yeah, Bob was born in 1894 and he dropped his body in 1969. And people just kind of, just in general, people think, well, he's gone. He was here, but he's gone. And each time Baba comes, he says, I'm always here. He comes, he takes the form to tell us he's always here. But then when he goes, we think he's gone. He's gone. And that's the same way I feel, Baba is here, Jesus is always here, Buddha is always here. They are always here. Their personalities are eternal, even if their body isn't present. So anyway, that's my feeling about Baba's birthday and his visitation to us. So anybody have something they would like to share for Baba's birthday?
We got a goer in Santa.
Oh, we got a fish on the line already.
All right, this is a big hook.
Yeah.
Go for it, Marta.
Well, I have two short readings, but they're very, very precious to me. And that's why I've brought them, even though you've probably all heard of them. But I wanted to share them because I love them. The first one is, I thought that Baba would be very happy to get a present from his Mara, his beloved. So I'm going to read something from Mara's Mara Meher book. This is Mara speaking. One morning at Upper Marabad in the kitchen, I was standing in the corner near Baba. I'd given him something. I looked at him to see what he was doing. I saw him seated so quietly. Baba looked so dear and beautiful to me. His smooth cheeks looked so lovely after shaving, so smooth and silky. I came near.
I think she's frozen. Her computer freezes up from time to time.
Oh, oh my goodness.
And here I thought she had a poignant stop.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, she'll probably kind of shut her computer down and start up again. Anyone else want to have something
I
to
have a
bring
quick
forward?
I have a quick little joke until she comes on.
Okay, good.
This is in honor of Gail. If everybody can see what Gail is doing right now, she's knitting.
Knitting. Yeah.
So I'm not saying this happened to Gail, but let's say a woman was driving on the freeway and they were driving and knitting at the same time. And a cop comes alongside her and says, "Pull over." And she looks at him and says, "No, scarf."
Very good, very good.
Little topical humor, and I'll save my other stuff for later. Anybody else want to go? We got
Let's see.
a goer in anybody? Go here, like a goer?
I sure, I'll go ahead, but I so wanted Marta to hear this, so I hope she comes back soon.
Oh, well, why don't you wait?
Wait.
Yeah,
Wait,
I'd like to wait if you don't mind. Yeah,
No worries. I was just kind of cute.
yeah.
Maybe Nicole can get out her violin. Betty can sing. All right, we've got a goer here. This is not her first go rodeo, but maybe her second or third. This is how much she loves Baba.
the very thought of you, and I forget to do the little ordinary things that everyone ought to do. I'm living in a kind of daydream. I'm happy you're our king. And foolish though it may seem, to me that's everything. The mere idea of you, the longing here for you. You'll never know how slow the moments go till I'm near to you. I see your face in every flower, your eyes in stars above. It's just the thought of you, the very thought of you, my love.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
A little
Thank you.
more, a little more.
Oh,
Your idea of you, the longing here for you. You'll never know how slow the moments go till I'm near to you. I see your face in every flower, your eyes in stars above. It's just the thought of you, the very thought of you, my love.
Oh, how sweet.
Beautiful.
Hey.
Yes, I love that song. Thank you.
you.
Yes, love it.
Beautiful, Terry. Oh my goodness.
Hopefully that opens the door to,
To
And-
singers who don't sing.
Oh, you sang.
No, that's lovely.
oh,
Thank you.
Lenita.
Okay, hi everyone. Hi Jeff. Hey
Hey.
Jeff.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna sing this song. It's a fun song that was written by Nisi Jensen.
Oh.
Baba heard this song. This song was sang before Baba. Everybody ought to have a guru. Can you hear me okay?
Yes. Perfect.
Okay, there you go. Everybody ought to have a guru to have you through. You, and anyone who's ever been inclined or have a mind to should have a guru. Cause everybody ought to have a master to be enlightened just a little faster. Just when you are thinking you are true, you find a guru who is true blue. And with that true blue guru want to help you through, you could never be blue, that's true. Cause Baba got an eye on you, and you, and you, and you. Everybody ought to have a guru to have you through. You, and anyone who's ever been inclined to or had a mind to should find a guru. Cause everybody ought to have a master to be enlightened just a little faster. Just when you are thinking you are true, you find a guru who's true blue. And with a guru blue, and with a true blue guru want to help you through. You could never be blue, that's true. Cause Baba got an eye on you, and you, and you, and you.
Hey, beautiful.
Oh,
I had never heard that. I knew.
Thank you.
No? For
Yeah.
her? Jeff
Yeah.
is at the Kathy Riley chorus choir.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Okay.
and also, happy anniversary to Tony and Zeke.
Oh.
Oh,
Thank you so
really?
much.
Okay.
27 years yesterday.
Tony,
Oh my God.
Wow.
Tony, you're
Tony,
here today, Tony. 27 years?
Yesterday,
Wow.
Yeah.
2/22.
Anniversary. Wow, congratulations.
Thank
Wonderful.
you got something there, Tony?
I do. And I'm happy that there are no other hands up right now. So that I can, this is the, I've never done it here on the chat, but this is a version of the Baba's Arti prayers that came together over over a long period of time, but especially this year. Where's the pick? Oops, I'll have it. There it is. So I'm just gonna sing it. Jai Baba.
Do you have an original sound on, Tony?
I do. Does it sound wrong?
No,
It's on.
we haven't heard you yet.
Oh, okay. Let me put this a little bit closer. Okay.
No.
Tony, we can't hear you for some reason.
That's strange. Wow. Hold on. Can you hear me now?
We can hear your voice, but try the guitar.
Make it louder. I thought it was too loud. Is that better?
Mm-mm. No.
We don't hear the
A few
guitar.
chords.
Hmm.
Wow, how unusual.
Yeah.
You can hear it now, maybe?
No.
No? Maybe I'm not meant to do it. I hear it fine.
Gotta plug it in. Plug it in. Oh,
I have it very loud.
Do you want to go out and come back in?
Oh, good thought.
Oh,
Some-
yeah.
Sometimes the answers in life is to reboot.
Yes, I like that. Bye.
Okay, anyone else have something that they're up for sharing?
We've Hardik.
Baba. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Just
Okay.
a touch louder, maybe.
Okay. So I have one story which I have read in the book It So Happened. The story title is Old Man. It starts the situation is like Mayor Baba with Aruj and 2 or 3 more Mandali men were traveling with him on a search of mast, and the trains are always overcrowded, and it's very difficult to get this seat for Mandali man and the Baba. So Aruch is always stressed on these situations. So sometimes he fights, sometimes he's plead, request, and sometimes he has to use his elbow to push people here and there and to get the seat in the train. So in this particular occasion, he and Mayor Baba, everybody managed to get the seat. The coach, the train coach was very full of people, no space. And when the train started, at every station, they were not allowing new people to come in. Whoever was on the door side, they were not allowing other people to come in. At this time, one old man, around maybe he might be in his 60s, he was having one child with him. The child, maybe it's not given in that book his age, but I presume that he may be a 7 years or 10 years old boy. So he was requesting a lot that please take this child in the coach, and I will find my place somewhere else in some other coach. But nobody was listening to him, and he was really requesting very hard. At last he says, for God's sake, please take this child in this compartment. And Meher Baba was traveling in incognito. He was hiding his identity. So he was wearing the scarf so that nobody can recognize him. When that guy told that, for God's sake, please take this child in. So Meher Baba instructed Aruch to get the child in. So Aruch, a little bit hesitant, he said to Baba that, Baba, it's very dangerous to accept the child, because first of all this crowd, they will yell on me. And what if the man would not get his seat in any other compartment? Then Meher Baba told him that, don't worry, he will find the seat. Just get the child in. So Aruch went towards the window side and asked the man that I will take him inside. And as soon as he grabbed the child, everybody on the coach shouted at him, and there's a, why you are taking him like that. And he said that this child will not create a bother to anybody else. I will sit on I will take him on my lap, so he will not take space like that. So this worked, and but the problem was, at every new station when the train stops, the old man leaving his compartment, coming to this compartment to check the child is safe or not. Now, when this happens 2 or 3 times, Meher Baba told Aruch that please tell him that he be on his compartment, otherwise he will miss the train. But still, that old man worried about the child. He keeps on checking in every station that the child is safe or not. So this time Meher Baba told Aruj that take the old man in the compartment. Now upon this, Aruj was really got worried that if I do this, they will kill me. Everybody will kill me. But again, it was Meher Baba's instruction. So he went to the window side and asked the old man, look, I'm going to pull you. Don't hesitate or don't try to, don't try to restrict yourself. Just come in as soon as I give the signal. So he just said ready and then try to grab him from the window. And he got half in, and then other Mandli men tried to help him out and take the man in. And everybody started uproar, lot of uproar, and they yelled him, they fight with the Aruj. And Aruj said that the man was worried about the child. What can I do? And like that, it happened. And after some time, everybody is settled, and there was no issue. And then Meher Baba asked Aruj to chat with this old man, find out more about him. Now here the interesting part starts, that Aruj asked him, okay, where are you going, and like that. So he said that, okay, I'm going to some places, some shrine where some holy man, holy man's shrine for the darshan. And Aruj said, yeah, do you know if there are any mast in that town? So upon asking this, that old man got shocked, and he said that, why are you interested in mast? Because you don't seem to be a Hindu or a Mohammedan. So Aruj said that, yeah, I'm a Zoroastrian, but I have an interest. Then the man asked Aruj that, from which town are you coming from? So Aruj said that I'm coming from Ahmednagar. As soon as he hears that you are coming from Ahmednagar, then he asked, do you know the Meher Baba? So Aruj, again, Meher Baba was sitting with Aruj. So he said that, yeah, I know Meher Baba. Then he said that, okay, then you should not be going anywhere else in this earth. You should be staying in Ahmednagar and be in his company, because he is the root of all the religion. He is the Lord of the Lords, and such things he tells to the Aruj, that he should not abandon that place. He should be there. And then he narrates his own story, that I am a poor guy. I visited Ahmednagar 3 times, but each time I visit Ahmednagar, Meher Baba was not there. He was traveling somewhere else. And now I am very old. I cannot go there. And I'm very, very much sad about this, that I could not see him in this life. And I just hope that somehow, I get his darshan. And then again, he rebuked the Aruj that you are you're going all other places, but you should be with him. Go there, like that. And he said, okay, once I will go to Ahmednagar, I will have his darshan. Now this old man station now comes and he departs. When he left the train, Meher Baba asked him that, now you go to him and tell him that he was, all this time he was sitting with the Meher Baba. So now Aruj was thinking that what will happen if he tells him that he was with the Meher Baba. But again, he just, Meher Baba, like Aruj was having one photo of Meher Baba with him. So Meher Baba gave his blessing to the photo and asked him to deliver this message that, okay, Meher Baba is very happy with your love, and you are and there was some other message Meher Baba has given to this for this old man. So Aruj runs off, leave the train, run through the platform, and outside the platform on the Tonga, this man was about to, Tonga is a horse bullet cart. So this man was about to climb the Tonga, and Aruj asked him to stop and say that Meher Baba has he said that Meher Baba has given this photo to you, and this is the message he has given. But then the old man got really surprised. He said, how do you know that Meher Baba given this message? Just now you told me that you have not made like that. So I said, no, Meher Baba was there with you all the time in the train. Then this man told that, okay, you are kidding me, you are joking this poor man. And he started yelling him and running after him all the way. Now Aruch listened that, okay, the train whistled to depart. So Aruch leaves quickly. And this man was running behind the Aruch to beat him. And when Aruch reached the platform, the train started to move. And Aruch quickly on board the train on the gate. And at that time, the Meher Baba was showing himself on the window. Aruch points to that, this is the Meher Baba. And this time, Meher Baba revealed his face and give him the darshan. This man, by looking at the Meher Baba, he bows down, and Meher Baba put his head on his turban as a blessing. So this is the story about like how he is compassionate to, give his darshan to his lovers. And I liked it very much.
Oh,
Beautiful, Hardeep.
beautiful.
Was
Such a beautiful story.
beautiful. Wonderful to hear.
I see Marta's back on her iPad. So let's see.
Hardik, that was very, that was a great story.
Oh,
It might be your
Can't hear
internet.
me?
yeah, but while you're work, while things are going good for you, Marta, why don't you start that story again?
Really?
Yes, you left us hanging.
I know, I left you hanging just before the kiss. Okay. I'll try. One morning at Upper Mehrabad in the kitchen, I was standing in the corner near Baba. I'd given him something, and I looked at him to see what he was doing. I saw him seated so quietly. Baba looked so dear and beautiful to me. His smooth cheeks looked so lovely after shaving, so smooth and silky. I came near. I didn't know how to embrace him. I felt so much love that I put my cheek on Baba's cheek and pressed my cheek against his for quite a few seconds. Baba just sat there. I looked up in his eyes. He looked straight at me with such a tender, loving look in his eyes. There was a very sweet and tender expression in his eyes. It was so beautiful. Sometimes when you felt that way, you wanted to kiss and embrace Baba. Sometimes when you felt that way, you wanted to kiss and embrace Baba. I still remember that. It has remained in my mind all this time.
Beautiful.
Isn't that just the sweetest
Love
thing
it.
in the world?
Yes.
Yes.
Sweetest
So,
thing in the world.
thank you.
But you
have a
had,
second?
Marta, you had something else too, though. Didn't you have?
Yes. Do you want me to read it now or after? I've
Yeah,
read it?
go ahead. Go ahead.
Go while the connection is alive.
Well, I'm on my iPad, thank Baba. Okay. This is a Rumi poem that I love very much. I can be without anyone, but I can't be without you. You twist my heart, you dwell in my mind, and you fill my eyes. You are my joy. I can't be without you. You are my sleep, my rest, the water I drink. You are my clarity, my dignity, my world. I can't be without you. Sometimes you are kind, sometimes unfaithful. You break my heart. My love, my essence, don't go away. I can't be without you. You are the head and I am the feet. You are the hand and I am your banner. If you leave, I will perish. I can't be without you. You have erased my image. You've taken my sleep. You've torn me away from everybody, but I can't be without you. I had no joy in life or relief in death. Why don't you say it too? I can't be without you.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
So touching.
Oh, it's beautiful. Oh.
Where is that from?
It's from a Rumi translation, Hidden Music, translated by Mariam Mafi, an Iranian translator woman.
Thank you.
It's a beautiful book. Yeah.
Oh, Tony, you want to take two?
Let's give it a try. Can you hear that now? Really?
Wow.
I can
Maybe
hear
I-
him.
Can you
Oops,
hear
so-
his guitar?
Some can hear it and some can't.
Oh, no, I guess I can't. I can only hear his voice.
Only hear voice.
How could that be?
Oh, the strummer too.
Is your original sound on?
The original sound is, yeah. Can you hear that?
Take it off original sound just for the heck of it.
Yeah. Oh, no, it was off. Sorry. It was
Oh.
off. Sound. Oh, it was on before, but I didn't put it back on when I came on. Is that, can
Yeah.
you hear it? Can you hear it now?
Ah, there. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, Baba. Baba needed to settle. My brain was getting all up here, and I was like, "Oh yeah, 27 years," and I'm all right. I'm saying a prayer. Thank you, Baba. Sorry. Post-arti God, the preserver and protector of all. You are without beginning and without end, none dual beyond comparison, and none can measure you. You are without color, without expression, without form, and without attributes. You are unlimited and unfathomable, beyond imagination and conception, eternal and imperishable. You are indivisible, and none can see you but with eyes divine. You always were, you always are, and you always will be. You are everywhere, you are in everything, and you are also beyond everywhere and beyond everything. You are in the firmament and in the depths. You are manifest and unmanifest on all planes and beyond all planes. You are in the three worlds and also beyond the three worlds. You are imperceptible and independent. You are the creator, the Lord of Lords. hearts. You are omnipotent and omnipresent. You are knowledge infinite, power infinite, and bliss infinite. You are the ocean of knowledge, all-knowing, infinitely knowing. The knower of the past, the present, and the future. And you are knowledge itself. You are all merciful and eternally benevolent. You are the soul of souls, the one with infinite attributes. You are the Trinity of truth, knowledge, and bliss. You are the source of truth, the ocean of love. You are the ancient one, the highest of the high. You are Prabhu and Parameshwar. You are the beyond God and the beyond God also. You are Parabrahma, Paramatma, Allah, Elahi, Yazdan, Ahura Mazda, God Almighty, and God the Beloved. You are named Izad, the only one worthy of worship. Avatar, Meher, Baba. You are Avatar, Avatar, Meher, Baba. Parabrahma, Paramatma, Ya Yazdan, La ilaha illallah. Oh God, Father in heaven, we repent, O God most merciful, for all our sins, for every thought that was false or unjust or unclean, for every word spoken that ought not to have been spoken, and for every deed done that ought not to have been done. We repent for every deed and word and thought inspired by selfishness, and for every deed and word and thought inspired by hatred. We repent most especially for every lustful thought, for every lustful action, for every lie, for all hypocrisy, for every promise given but not fulfilled, and for all slander and backbiting. Most especially also we repent for every action that has brought harm or ruin to others, for every word and deed that has given others pain, and for every wish that pain should befall others. In your unbounded mercy, we ask you to forgive us, oh God, for all these sins committed by us, and to forgive us for our constant failures to think and speak and act according to your will, and to forgive us for our constant failures to think and speak and act according to your will, to your will, according to your will. Beloved God, help us all to love you more and more and more, and still yet more, till we become worthy of union with you. Beloved God, help us all to love you more and more and more, and still yet more, till we become worthy of union with you. And help us all to hold fast to Baba's Daman till the very end. And help us all to hold fast to Baba's Daman till the very end. Till the very end. Till the very end, to your will, according to your will. Avatar Mer Baba Ki Jai. Avatar Mer Baba Ki Jai. Mera Mer Baba Ki Jai. Jai Baba.
Thank Baba for original sound.
Beautiful, Tony. Beautiful.
Thank you, Baba.
Do you want to move on? Should I go on to Ronnie?
Go for it.
Let's see. I have a story. I thought Bob would like this story. I think my brother sent it to me about 25 years ago by email. Isn't he always there when we need him? Come with me to a third grade class. There was a 9-year-old kid sitting at his desk, and all of a sudden, there's a puddle between his feet and the front of his pants are wet. He thinks his heart is going to stop because he cannot possibly imagine how this has happened. It's never happened before. And he knows that when the boys find out, that he will never hear the end of it. When the girls find out, they'll never speak to him again as long as he lives. The boy believes his heart is going to stop. He puts his head down and prays this prayer. Dear God, this is an emergency. I need help now. 5 minutes from now, I'm dead meat. He looks up from his prayer, and here comes the teacher with a look in her eyes that says he has been discovered. As the teacher is walking toward him, a classmate named Susie is carrying a goldfish bowl filled with water. Susie trips in front of the teacher and inexplicably dumps the bowl of water in the boy's lap. The boy pretends to be angry, but all the while he is saying to himself, "Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord." Now, all of a sudden, instead of being the object of ridicule, the boy is the object of sympathy. The teacher rushes him downstairs and gives him gym shorts to put on while his pants dry out. All the other children are on their hands and knees cleaning up around his desk. The sympathy is wonderful, but as life would have it, the ridicule that should have been his has been transferred to someone else, Susie. She tries to help, but they tell her to get out. You've done enough, you klutz. Finally, at the end of the day, as they are waiting for the bus, the boy walks over to Susie and whispers, "You did that on purpose, didn't you?" Susie whispers back, "I wet my pants once too." May God help us see the opportunities that are always around us to do good.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
All right.
I'm gonna go a little out of order because Gohair was waiting for Marta to come back. Marta, are you in hearing distance?
Yes, I am.
Great.
Definitely. I don't
Go
want to
ahead.
go here. I waited for you, Marta.
Oh, you darling. I love you.
Me too. Okay. So I'm going to share a joke with you that Baba loved very much. And I heard this a while back on the center's website when his niece Shireen was the guest speaker. And she narrated this joke, and she said that she had said it to Baba, told it to Baba, and he enjoyed it so much that he had her repeat it over and over again. And each time she did, he just laughed and laughed. So here it is once again, Baba, and I hope I make you laugh one more time. So here's how it goes. In a little village in Ireland, there were these two very naughty boys who always got up to a lot of mischief. And the one favorite thing that they like to do during apple picking season is to go and steal apples from the graveyard that was in their village. So off they go one night and they climb the wall of the graveyard and they start picking apples. Now they brought 2 sacks with them to fill with these apples. And they start putting them in the sacks. But then one of them has this bright idea and he says, listen, somebody might see us on this wall. So how about we ditch one of the sacks, we just jump down into the graveyard and fill all the apples into one sack. And this way, then we can, distribute them amongst ourselves later on. And the other chap says, okay, that sounds wonderful. But before they jump down the wall, these 2 apples fall outside the wall onto the ground. So they jump inside and they're now behind this graveyard, picking their apples. Now, just about this time, the town drunk, Paddy, is leaving the pub and stumbling down the street in his drunken stupor. And he comes close to the wall of the graveyard and he hears these voices and he's like, what am I hearing? And sure enough, he hears like voices and he's like, how are there voices coming from the graveyard? So he listens intently, and sure enough, he hears one voice say, "One for you, one for me. One for you, one for me." He is like stone sober cold, and he says, "Oh my God." And then he rushes off to the priest's house, which is just around the corner, and he bangs on the door, and the housekeeper comes and she says, "Patty, what are you doing here? You reprobate, you go home, you know, you're drunk as usual." "No, no, 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 no," he says, "I have something very serious. I have to see the priest. Please, please call his lordship. I have to see him." "Patty, you're drunk. Go home." "No, no, 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 no. This is very serious." So down comes the priest to the door, and he's like, "Patty, you're drunk as usual. Go home. This is, you know." "No, no, no, please," he says, and Patty is now white as a sheet. So the priest says, "What is the problem?" He says, "You have to come with me. You have to come with me. There are these, the God and the devil are in the graveyard and they're counting out souls." "What?" He says, "Patty, that's it. You're drunk." "No, no, no, please, please, you have to believe me." So the priest sees how shaken up he is. And so he says, "All right, I'll go with you." So they go to the graveyard. And as they come close to the wall, sure enough, they hear these voices. "One for you, one for me. One for you, one for me." And the priest says, "Oh my God, Patty, you're right." And after a while, they both of them are standing there stock still. And then it's quiet for a while until they hear this one voice go, "Oh, we forgot about the two outside." Get it? Baba loved this joke.
Very
apparently.
good. Funny.
So he's laughing again. So Jay.
Hey, Bob, it's totally worth waiting for. I'm not as brave as my wife, but I will take a song that was written by a Baba lover, Mariah, and it has touched me deeply ever since I heard it. I rose in love with you. I wasn't searching. The world was fine. Then you came and rocked my universe. In my life, you became first. I fell in love with you. I wasn't looking for any answers, but you came and opened up my heart and mind. So much beauty I would find that I fell in love with you. How could I resist the tender way you kissed my soul? I had to give in, surrender. It was beyond my control. I wasn't trying to change the rules, but you came playing a very different game, and I would never be the same. I fell in love with you. I wasn't hoping for a better dream, yet you came and gave me a taste of your wine. From then on, nothing would be mine. I fell and I rose in love with you. I rose in love with you.
Jai Baba.
Beautiful.
Jai Baba.
I wonder, can anyone get that recording of that and play it later on?
I can't do it from this machine.
Probably on YouTube, isn't it, Diane?
Oh, maybe I can try. While Rich is going,
Yeah.
I'll do
We'll do it at the end.
I'll do a little recognizance.
Yeah, we could end with that.
That's beautiful.
Am I audible? Oh yeah, there. Yeah. Okay. There's the sander.
Well, I thought I'd break out a couple of quick, short, old. They're so old, they're starting to mold. Anyway, jokes. So everyone's seen the movie E.T. and now Drew Barrymore is a TV star. But I've always thought about this. What's E.T. short for? Because he's got little legs. What's E.T. short for? Because he's got little legs. Why is E.T. short? He's got, okay, enough of that. It's a weird joke. I didn't make it up. Okay, so now we'll move on to this one. I always think about the center because here you have to go out in the desert and really search hard for lizards. And there they have those beautiful little I call them chameleons, but one of them on the center went to Jeff and complained and said, why can't I change colors? All my buddies and all my girlfriends can go from green to blue to brown to gray. God, this is humiliating. And Jeff diagnosed him and said, I'm sorry, my friend, it's a reptilian dysfunction. It's a kind of a play on words. Okay, last.
Rectal dysfunction.
Yeah. Jeff, I didn't know you were a doctor.
You know, I got other talent.
Yeah. I've been going through some pain. It's from my lower lumbar and all this lately, but when Marta was telling her two stories, it really relieved my anxiety and my worry about myself. It really touched my heart. Thank you, Marta. I'm so grateful for everybody that comes to these gatherings. My life I'd have a dark black hole right here every night, if not for you. So anyway, one last thing. Composers, we appreciate them all. And some of them, they're so magnificent, it's hard to imagine how they came up with all this stuff. But what do you call our dear Beethoven after he died? He was labeled, what would we call him? A decomposer. Okay, that's enough for me.
Very good, very good.
Thank you.
That hits the right chord with me. Let's go to Marion.
Thank you. So that brings me, I have a story to tell, and some people may have heard this. It's kind of a classic, and I did, when we used to, way before COVID here in New York City, we'd rent the Anthroposophical Society for Mama's birthdays and have a little stage, and we'd do stand-up and music and singing and dancing. So that has all ended. So in that spirit, this is one of them and I did, so it's kind of a classic. So it's a story, and it's called The Duck is Dead. And a woman brought a very limp duck into a veterinary surgeon. As she laid her pet on the table, the vet pulled out his stethoscope and listened to the bird's chest. After a moment or two, the vet shook his head sadly and said, I'm sorry, your duck, Cuddles, has passed away. The distressed woman wailed, Are you sure? Yes, I am sure the duck is dead, replied the vet. How can you be so sure? She protested. I mean, you haven't done any testing on him or anything. He might just be in a coma or something. The vet rolled his eyes, turned around, and left the room. He returned a few minutes later with a black Labrador retriever. As the duck's owner looked on in amazement, the dog stood on his hind legs and his front paws on the examination table and sniffed the duck from top to bottom. He then looked up at the vet with sad eyes and shook his head. The vet patted the dog on the head and took it out of the room. A few minutes later, he returned with a cat. The cat jumped on the table and also delicately sniffed the bird from head to foot. The cat sat back on its haunches, shook its head, meowed softly, and strolled out of the room. The vet looked at the woman and said, I'm sorry, but as I said, this is most definitely 100% certifiably a dead duck. The vet turned to his computer terminal, hit a few keys, and produced a bill, which he handed to the woman. The duck's owner, still in shock, took the bill. $250, she cried. $250 just to tell me my duck is dead? The vet shrugged. I'm sorry. If you'd just taken my word for it, the bill would have been $20. But with the lab report and the CAT scan, it's now $250.
That's cute.
It is so true.
That was hilarious.
So true. Yep. Let's go to Mr. Wolverton.
Okay, can you hear me?
Mhm.
The other night I ran into some I don't know if they're called poems I'd written like 15 or 20 years ago. I have no recollection of having written these things, but it kind of shows you where I was at different times of at a different time in my life. So the first one goes like this. The night chill closes around me. The moon hides behind a bank of clouds. A faint light gleams in the distance, and seeing it in my mind, I dream of summer days in fields playing, children carefree under a spacious sky, in youth's harvest time of imagination, when my soul's window was open to the divine. You washed over me then, my beloved, long before I ever saw your resplendent face. That was before my despairing heart, lost at sea in a dark world, saw in the distance the twinkling lights of your safe harbor. No, never, not even in the darkest, that homecoming cannot leave this heart. No, never, not even in the darkest season when no sunlight touches my troubled brow. And here's one. I am a young man running. I am a young boy running with glee in my very limbs, racing into life's magic core, scarcely knowing that you were my enthusiasm, my farthest dream. Later in my early youth, I lost all hope, all of that carefree fervor, convinced that I was all alone in a universe of people I could not reach with who I was. There were no takers for that stranger. Even I was stranger to myself. The height of my idyllic childhood brought low by self-doubt, an alienation that forgot how to love with untrammeled enthusiasm. It was you, my love, on a cold, rainy January evening, who brought to me the lost April of my soul in one timeless moment. That's it, folks.
Beautiful.
That was great, Jeff. Great. Thank you.
Let's go to Betty.
This is a song I've sung a few times already this season, but this is the season. It's Baba's birthday. So it's Mani wrote it, 25th February by Mani S. Irani. Bells I hear so true and clear, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. They ring God's sweet and merciful love and bring happiest tidings, bring happiest tidings. His birthday is Earth Day, when hearts in pain are born again, to hope and light and crystal joy, because of Shireen's baby boy, baby boy. Oh, Merwan, 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 Merwan. He came to claim his little ball, the toy he loved the most of all. Lost in the forest of hate and greed, to its master's call it paid no heed, paid no heed. Across the dark and stormy night, God-man walked as silent light, and showed himself to the faithful few who waited long his coming anew, coming anew. Oh, Merwan, 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 Merwan. World in his hand it is weeping from the great avataric sweeping from the scrubbing and rubbing with his endless grace, till it reflects his lovely face, lovely face. Oh, mare one, mare one, mare one, mare one. Rejoice, rejoice, and listen to his voice. We can hear him tell that all is well because of the love he bears us all. He'll always come when our hearts call, when our hearts call. Oh, mare one, mare one, mare one, mare one. Bells I hear so loud and clear, bells I hear so loud and clear, bells I hear so loud and clear. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. Jai Baba, Jai Baba.
Thank you.
So lovely.
Mhm.
We got anybody?
Hey, Nicole, do you have your violin handy there? Or?
I swear, Nicole, I did not tell him I chatted with you about it.
No, I'm ignorant, innocent.
We're just Nicole fans. You're unmuted, but we can't hear you.
Oh,
Now we can hear you.
We
can
got
you hear
you
me?
now.
Mhm.
Okay.
Just
Well-
make sure you have universe
Original sound.
Original sound on, but I'll just do a test. I can see if it's working. Good? Okay.
No.
Ooh. Sorry. Let's try that again.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Yay.
Good that those aren't cat strings, right?
What's that?
I said, good that those aren't cat strings. With Bashir around. That's the name of her cat.
Oh.
Where's Bashir?
I think he's having some night cat duties somewhere. He's got things to do.
We just want to show you that Taj dressed up for the SAG Awards tonight and wore her pearls
Oh.
for Baba's.
Oh, beautiful.
Nice haircut. Nice haircut.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Like that.
So beautiful, Nicole. Oh my goodness, that was lovely.
I got a little
Hey.
quick story.
Okay.
There's this huge dog in the neighborhood, and there's a couple hires a woman to walk two dogs. This big dog. This is a real story. His name is Malik, and I can't remember species, but he's really big and he's really lean and he's a real dude. This guy's a real dude. Well, my dog was barking at him. My dog's on a leash. We're out in the front yard, and I go over to say hello to Malik because Malik's really friendly, really nice. And he really likes me. He likes my dog too. But so the last time we met, he just about launched on me and I thought almost broke a tooth out. So I thought, okay, now I'll cover my face and just, like this. So he comes at me to say hello. And he turns his head over my shoulder. This guy is funny. And he's barking at my dog. And in the middle of his bark, he bites my earlobe. A tooth went right through it. And it's like, the thing that I'm reporting here is that for some reason, this love that I have, especially for dogs, it doesn't bother me at all. I mean, this stuff does not bother me. And it's a gift from Baba of some kind. I don't know how that works, but you know, I was bleeding and all that kind of stuff. But the next time I see Malik, I'm going to have to take some other preventative measures, maybe a football helmet. But he's a really nice guy. It was just an accident, you know. But I had to tell the story because I don't know how you can feel. I didn't feel any negative emotion at all, you know. You know, most people react. They do. But I don't know why I told the story, but it's part of the. Thanks, Jeff.
Yeah. Well, we'll all try to act like dogs around you.
There you go. There you go.
But if you come to the center and Jeff starts biting your ear, you'll understand why.
Yeah, yeah. And I can do it with impunity. Yeah. Okay, well, it is getting kind of late. Have we got
Anybody else? If not, I have Mariah's.
Oh, good.
Oh, yes.
Perfect.
Ready?
And then we'll have a few moments of silence after that.
Okay, let me see what I can do.
Good.
You hear it?
I wasn't searching. The world was fine. Then you came and rocked my universe. In my life you became first. I fell in love with you. I wasn't looking for any answers, but you came and opened up my heart and mind. So much beauty I would find that I fell in love with you. How could I resist the tender way you kissed my soul? I had to give in, surrender. It was beyond my control. I wasn't trying to change the rules, but he came playing a very different game, and I would never be the same. I fell in love with you. How could I resist the tender way you kissed my soul? I had to give in, surrender. It was beyond my control. I wasn't hoping for a better dream. Yet you came, gave me a taste of your wine, and from then on, nothing would be mine. I fell and I rose in love with you. I rose in love with you. who's in love with you.
Sorry, I just have to figure out here.
Just to mention before we have a few moments of silence, but just to mention that Mariah, before she went to India, she was quite sick for a long period of time, and she was corresponding with Mara. Had never met her and everything. And finally, she went, even though she wasn't that well, but she went. And her name, she's from, Montreal. Her name was, I don't know what it was, but it was, like Maria, but it was something like Maurice or something like that. And it meant, in Gujarati, I guess it meant sick, being sick, sickness. I don't know if Gaurav might know the word, but, or might have been a Hindi word. But Mara and Mani they were not happy with her. They didn't feel that that would be a good name for her. So they said, we would like you to have a different name. And so they gave her various names, were variations off of Maria, Mary, Maria, and all of that. And one of the names was Mariah. And that was the name that she chose. So that name came from Mara.
Oh, how beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she, has never been sick in the same way since then, too. That was many years ago. Well, let's have a few moments of silence. And then if we have a final quote from somebody.
I would just like, oh, I'm sorry. It's Paula. I just wanted to, I just feel so blessed in this life to be with him. And, that song, that was so incredibly beautiful. Mariah's last song that you just played.
Yeah.
And I just feel like, we had Bubba's birthday celebration here in Asheville yesterday, and it was such a love fest in ways. And I'm just overcome by how blessed we are in this life.
Yeah, I know. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how we got into the, got into the room, into the auditorium.
Yes. What a wonderful way of putting that. Yeah.
Just to mention, there was one perfect master. I don't know if I've mentioned this to you, but there was one perfect master after realization decided to see if he could contemplate the stature and magnitude of Prophet Muhammad. So this is a perfect master trying to fathom the avatar. And in all of his efforts, all that he was able to comprehend of Muhammad was just, as far as he got, was just a stake outside Muhammad's tent in the desert. That's as close as he could get. Just a stake outside the tent, holding up the tent of Muhammad's, tent in the desert. He wasn't even able to get into his presence itself. The magnificent, infinite presence of Muhammad. Okay, let's have a few moments of silence. Jai Baba.
Jai Baba.
You know, I'm going to see if I can find a particular poem, unless someone has it. It's it's a Francis Brabazon poem. I don't know if I can find it, but it's beautiful.
We had Rainey at the LA Center today, singing Francis's songs and telling stories. It was glorious.
Glorious.
So I'm sure it will be on YouTube through Maribode, which is the name of the LA Center, over the next few days because they videoed it. So I encourage you all.
The stories were beautiful, and I've seen her before, but somehow they were all new to me, so it was really fun.
We're going to light the fire tomorrow night, sit her down in the chair that Jeff knows very well, hand her her guitar, and ask her to give us a private show.
What was the gist of that piece from Francis, Jeff?
Yeah. Oh, I bet you know it.
I might.
It's something like, you know, age after age, someone who's birthless.
Yes, I think I know which one you mean. Hold on a
Oh,
second.
good. Read
I think
that.
that in 4 notes. Hold on. Let's see.
This is a beautiful quote from Francis Brabazon.
Gotta find. Hold on, Francis. From the silent word. Here it is. I think it's this from the opening of the silent word.
Okay.
I love it that we can be so in tune. Well, let me just see where I should end it, because it's actually a whole chapter. Men are born and die and are reborn. That one?
Yes, exactly.
Men are born and die and are reborn until they die into the deathless and are never born again. But one man, being birthless and deathless, takes birth again and again because of the cry of the world for relief from the burden of living, and to mirror himself in the tears of his lovers. This man is the God-man, whole God, perfect man. Because he is God, his actions as a man are perfect. And because he is a man, mankind partakes of the divine qualities of his godhood. To some he comes as a dark cloud heavy with the blessings of rain at the height of summer's heat. To some he comes as the tender sun at the end of winter's freeze, to turn ice into murmuring music. And to some he is 2 arms and a kiss, 2 eyes and a golden word to be uttered. The right to eat bread instead of stones, to love and sing and stop building tomorrow is reestablished. And the boughs of the beloved's orchard hang low, so that the fruits which only the long-armed could reach may be plucked by all. I think that's probably a place to stop.
Beautiful. And read that first little second that comes back mirrored in the tears of his lovers to that.
Yes. Men are born and die and are reborn until they die into the deathless and are never born again. But one man, being birthless and deathless, takes birth again and again because of the cry of the world for relief from the burden of living, and to mirror himself in the tears of his lovers. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Hey, well, we have Nasreen to finish this off here.
Yes, I'm here, Jeff.
Good.
Okay. Avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai. Avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai. Avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai. Jai Baba.
Jai Baba. Jai Baba.
Thank you, and thank everyone
Thank you.
for bringing things. Yeah, all these we didn't hear from Gabrielle, but next time, next birthday. Yeah, all right.
Okay.
So I'll see if I can come up with it. So Tuesday is Baba's birthday. We are in Baba's bedroom at 5 in the morning. And then I'm gonna make some oatmeal and chai for breakfast.
No rava, Jeff?
No, I that's kind of above my pay grade. We usually go down to a restaurant downtown, but it's such a hard to get everybody there, and we're just going to go over to Dilruba and have oatmeal
Oh,
with
nice.
bananas and all sorts of fruit and everything.
What time, Jeff?
That'll probably be about somewhere after 6. But we begin we begin the day at 5 in the morning in Baba's bedroom, in Baba's house. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Beautiful.
See you. Happy Baba birthday.
Happy Baba
Happy
birthday.
Baba birthday.
Happy birthday.
Nice to spend it here with you all.
Jai Baba, Jai Baba, Jai Baba. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Guys. Bye-bye.